matches is it?
Any. Are we good?
Yeah.
Welcome to a very cold and wet day here in Catez, Slovenia. Today we're going to be having some cadet mixed team matches for you to watch. So far this week's been a bit interesting weather.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, I'm Jacob Reed,
I'm Ruby Paul.
and we should soon be getting into our first match. They're just preparing the field now, preparing the archers. So I think some flooding is occurring on the field.
Definitely in our tent, we've got our very own pool just behind us.
So probably not the best with the electrics, but you know, it's fine. Hopefully we won't get electrocuted. So this is just the first round of the cadet mixed teams now. Finals will be later on today. So we'll have one match out of the brackets, which will be on the exhibition target, which we'll be commentating on. So not everyone will be on this. I don't know who's actually going to be on it.
No, we haven't actually got a schedule.
No. But we'll go along with it. We'll figure it out.
We have experience of commentating in our country, so hopefully it won't be much different.
Apart from the names.
Apart from the names.
We might struggle to pronounce some names.
We really apologise if we struggle to pronounce anyone's names. I think by the looks of it, they're just doing practice. Is it practice or are they scoring?
I think this is the first round. Okay. So yeah, I do believe this is the first round. So we got Ukraine and Slovenia. I can't tell whose target is whose.
No.
Is that Slovenia?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Slovenia with 998. I think Ukraine lost that set. I think they were struggling to find the middle. If we actually get a look at the targets. So these mixed team matches, so Ukraine finish off with a 10, but Slovenia still get the set. With I'm wrong actually.
Was it the wrong target? No.
Are
they tied?
Are they tied? Oh, I didn't see the last arrow of Slovenia. I thought it was in the goal. But it was in the 7. So they actually tie the set. So using the set system, a tied set will get 1 point each for both teams. And winning a set will get 2 points. First to 5 in the team format, unlike the individual where it's first to 6. If both teams are on 4-4, we're going to have a shoot-off. And getting a bit of a look around.
The wet field.
Yeah.
I think it's getting worse by the sounds of it.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun afternoon as well. So we were just shooting out in this on the practice field just before we've come here, and it's
not nice.
cold, wet, not fun.
But it's not windy.
Yeah, wind-wise, there's not really anything going on today. Yesterday in qualification there was some wind for us in the juniors. I heard cadets was a lot worse.
Yeah.
Like
some
apparently
targets were blown down. Like 3 targets were blown to them.
I heard it was 5.
I saw 3. This 10 blew up.
Yeah.
And it started flying around.
So hopefully that doesn't happen today.
No.
So I think now we should have the results on the screen as well now, so we can kind of more keep and follow and actually what is going on. Okay.
Okay.
I hope you use your PDA. And you see that green is taking the first 2 points over the rifle. We are now going to the second step.
So now just waiting for the athletes to return. Might be a bit slower than a usual finals field as the athletes are going up and down instead of getting agents. So a bit more time to relax between these sets.
But then for some athletes, they might think having too much of a break could like break their flow, their routine, as it would in like when you're in a finals field.
Yeah. Okay, so Slovenia ranked 11th in the ranking round, and Ukraine were ranked 6th. So on paper, Ukraine have the advantage in this 1/8 match.
But that could all change.
Yeah, this is match play, and in poor conditions, that does also bring more possibility of change in the rankings. I think I hear it picking up even more.
Yeah.
So
Hoping that this tent doesn't collapse on us.
yeah. So after this match, the exhibition target will be Russia versus either Italy or Romania, depending on who wins the first match. So now going into the second set. Both looking fairly strong shots.
It's really important when you're shooting in such conditions, you just don't change your routine, you just go with it, not forcing it.
So that's a 10 and a 9, I think, for Ukraine.
I think that was a 9 and 8 for
9 and 8
Slovenia.
for Slovenia. We'll have to try learn what arrows the archers have. Yeah, so Slovenia have 9-8 and another 8 there, which really does open the door for Ukraine. And a 10-9-9 for Ukraine puts them fairly in a solid lead out of the 3 arrows going into the last arrow.
Oh.
A flinch there from the Slovenian archer, but I believe this set is out of reach anyway. Another 8 for Slovenia, and we didn't see where the last arrow for the Russians went.
Not Russians.
Ukraine. But a solid set there. Solid set there for Ukraine, shooting a 37.
Really nice shooting there. Okay, thank you.
So Ukraine now taking that second set puts them into a 3-1 lead, which means they still, with only having to go to 5 sets instead of 6 as the individual, they do have an opportunity to still win this in 3 sets, as they can get to 5 set points and win the match if they win the next set.
But I do fancy seeing a shoot off today.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind a shoot off.
Slovakia on target 11 is taking a 4-point lead over Poland on target number 10.
So let's see if we can find out a bit more information on the archers. So, in the Slovenia team, this is where we try and pronounce some names.
Oh no, I can't pronounce the names.
Mia Velkova and Matic Jaeger. Pauline for Slovenia. For Ukraine, Polina Zuk
I think so.
and Stefan Kostik or something about that.
I think so.
That's probably about. We've got the names up here, but yeah, our pronunciations probably aren't the best.
Really, really not good.
So now the scores are confirmed. Now Ukraine taking that second set.
Just noticing how the Ukraine is walking down with her arms folded. She looks quite cold, so there's probably a lot of tension in her shoulders.
Yeah, sometimes in the cold, battling with just you start to tense up as well. That can be one of the things which I think that can sometimes be more damaging than wind if you can't shoot your shot properly. We've got a bit of dancing going on there.
I'm loving it. Someone looks very happy to be dancing in the rain.
So Stefan Kostik from Ukraine in his individual ranking was ranked 16th. He shot a 631. And
Matti Jaeger
was 34th with a 586.
And again, it was really windy for the cadets yesterday morning.
Yeah, targets blowing over and everything. That's not the conditions which you really want to be shooting in. So Paulina was ranked 7th with a 637. And
Is it Mia? Mia
Yeah.
15?
Mia was 15th with a 602. So I think both the women had higher scores
Yeah.
and were ranked higher. Okay, so now we're going into the third and what could be the final set of this match. Slovenia really needing to pull something out here. Strong shot there into the 9.
Nice solid 9 there.
Ukraine matched that. That 5 there has really opened the door there for Ukraine to get in and win this match.
Nice group in there for, is it Mia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 10 there for Ukraine, really starting to get quite a dominating lead in this final set.
Nice recovery there.
It might be too little too late with a solid 37 again there for Ukraine compared to the 32 of Slovenia. So Ukraine will win this first 1/8 match going through the first round. Unfortunately for Slovenia, that's the end of their mixed teams in the cadet category. So I think now we actually have a bit to wait.
Yeah.
Because the other matches will be going on for a bit longer. So we can see if we can find some more information about what's going on in the matches.
That's what we're doing.
So So the next match is going to be, it was going to be Russia versus who?
I think I can't. Romania. So, I don't know. Where is it?
Italy or Romania, depending on who wins. So we can see if we can find some scores for that, to see who the next match we'll be commentating on will be. Italy and Romania, last time we checked, was 2-2 on INCO. Fortunately, the third set hasn't been updated yet, as they're down at the target now, putting that into the PDA. Russia, the second ranked team, so some stronger shooting there. So, oh, we've got some challenges here with the names.
Oh no.
Tuyana Budazapova and Buyanto Ozorov.
Well, we tried.
That's probably the closest we're gonna get. So
We've got some points coming up from the Italy and Romania match.
So Italy and Romania, Italy have a 4-2 lead. So at the moment, the only way Romania will win that match is going through a shoot-off. So for the Russian team, Buyanto was ranked first in the cadet men with a 657. The cadet woman,
Second.
she was ranked second with a 642, so that's some really, both of those archers
Some
are really
nice
strong.
scores, yeah.
I'm wondering how they're not ranked first. So France were ranked first with 7 points more.
Pretty close between France and Russia there.
Yeah, some strong shooting from both of those teams. So 643 from top cadet men French, sorry. And in the cadet women, the French woman in the mixed team ranked first with a 663.
That's some really
which
nice shooting.
is the highest score out on the field
Yeah.
in the cadet category out of anyone, which was very strong shooting. So after that, the match with Russia and Italy or Romania, we're going to be having a compound match, the compound cadet mixed team, which is the semi-final, which will be Slovenia again versus Great Britain. So the next match will also be the quarterfinals. If you win the quarterfinals, that guarantees a medal match.
Which is pretty nice, quite a nice feeling to know
Yeah.
that you're going to experience a finals format.
But sometimes that can be the downfall. People know that they need to win this match to make a medal match. Sometimes the pressure will get to them. So now they've just finished the fourth set. We're going to have to wait for scores from that to see who we will be seeing next on the exhibition targets. Italy 4-2 up. We can see the scores. They started off not so strong with the 31. Romania taking that first set with the 35. Then coming back strong with the 37 and a 35 to beat Romania's 32 and 31.
Oh.
And after this, we will go for the
So now we just wait for the confirmation of whether we're going to be seeing a shoot-off or whether we're going to be seeing Italy in the next match against Russia. Changing the target faces because they're getting a bit wet.
Yep.
Definitely were getting slightly soggy yesterday.
Yeah.
Marking the faces was quite interesting. So far, the only match that we have results for is the one which we were commentating on. Slovakia were 4-2 up against Poland. And we now have final confirmation. Italy took the last set to take it to 6-2. So Italy will be versing Russia on the exhibition match.
This will be a very good match, I think.
So Slovakia were 4-2 up against Poland, which is interesting how Slovakia were 12th and Poland were 5th seed.
Mm.
The 9th and 8th seed, Croatia being 9th and Greece being 8th. Greece is 4-2 up, waiting on the final scores to come through for that.
And in this quarterfinal round for the Cadets mixed team, the co-found Cadets mixed team can warm up. And we have a winner, and that's Slovakia on target number 11. So, soon as the field of play is ready, we will start with the quarterfinals for the UK Cadets mixed team. The warm-up for the co-found Cadets mixed team.
I think we do have some warm-up now, as Russia had a bye going into this, they were preceded. And Germany had a bye, Great Britain had a bye, and France had a bye. So we'll have a few ends just to see how the archers settle into this. Still no results through yet from the other matches.
I think one of the highlights of this week for me was finding out that my waterproofs are actually waterproof.
That does tend to help,
Yeah.
because yes, you definitely need them this week.
Yeah. We left home because we're from GB, so we left and we've taken the rain with us.
Yeah. Back home in Britain right now, it's 20 plus degrees, sunny, really nice.
Yep.
And here it's probably about 10 degrees, chucking it down with rain, probably colder than that.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's getting back now. And we have the final confirmations and the scores. So Greece have won their match against Croatia, 6-2. And Slovakia have broken rank against the 5th seed Polish team to win 5-3, tying the last set 33-33. Greece will go on to compete against the 1st seed team, France. And Slovakia will go on to compete against the 4th seed team, which is Great Britain. Ukraine, after winning the match on the exhibition targets, will now shoot against Germany, who are ranked 3rd. And now we'll be getting ready to watch Italy and Russia battle it out on the exhibition targets. I think it'll be really interesting to see how the Russians shoot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Two very highly ranked archers. Especially, try to get the name and try and pronounce it right. Tuyana, who shot a very solid ranking round.
The second out second is mixing qualification, and Italy was 7.
So I think you can see everyone there hiding for shelter under the gazebos there and all that. Definitely need the shelter.
Yeah.
So Italy on target 1, Russia on target 2. So they're getting ready now to go into it. I think they do have warm-up.
Mhm.
I think I heard someone saying warm-up. Guess we'll find out. So just one end of warm-up they're going to be having. So I'm not sure if the Russians were allowed to shoot a bye.
Well, weren't they preceded?
I think if they were preceded, they wouldn't have had
the
any
chance.
time to shoot by. They may have been shooting over on the practice field though. So they would have probably shot a bit. But just one end to get into it, get the sight centered for these conditions, and then hopefully see a good match here. Okay, so now we're just going to go into the first end of warm-up. Be able to see a bit how they settle in. So 9 there. So they started pretty central. 2 9s there for Russia. A 10 and 9.
I think this is going to be a very good match.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see that the Russian team are using a rotation of shooting 2 arrows and then going off the line, and the other are just shooting 2. The Italian team are doing 1s where they shoot 1 arrow, go off the line, and then the other arch will go on, and they'll do that twice. A very solid warm-up end there. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to score that, and we're going to have to wait and see next then how, if they're able to carry this on.
Please don't forget the PDA. Are there scorecards at this moment?
I think if both teams can shoot like that in these conditions, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Was the jury on target 2 and 3 that we don't have the scorecard?
I think good judges talking to them about something.
Not quite sure what.
Are they scoring now?
No, this is warm up.
Well, they've got a scoreboard out,
Oh,
which is interesting. If so, that means Italy have taken the first set. I'm not sure whether because they're the exhibition target they're not getting warm-up.
or maybe, I don't know. I don't think they are. I think they were just given their scoreboard.
Maybe, yeah.
Germany is taking on target 19 the first 2 points over Ukraine.
Oh, no.
Oh, they are scoring.
Okay, so
Right. Italy took that set.
luckily they did start centered then,
Yeah.
both the teams. So well, so apparently they've decided to scrap the warm up because they're cold and they're wet and they want to go back to the hotel and get warm.
To be honest, I don't blame them.
So a solid opening set there from Italy
Just see whether they can keep it up.
to get 2 points off the second ranked team.
Hear all the cheering for the teams.
Russia definitely are known for being loud.
Wasn't it European Youth Champs last year? They all brought tambourines and bells and
Yeah.
drums.
A 7 there from Italy to open up, and a solid X there from Russia. Whoa, some good grouping there. Solid 10-9. Long hold from the Italian archer. Gets a 9. But a 3-point advantage so far for Russia. Another solid 9 there from the Russian team. Some steering there, she didn't look happy with that. Still got it in the gold, almost 10. And another 9 there puts this set out of reach for Italy. Solid 37. So one stray there from the Italian team, but Russia were definitely giving no room for any strays from them.
So that makes it 2 sets for both teams.
Back tied up to equal now. Getting the umbrellas out. Because...
Still raining.
Yep. Bit of a... I think the whole week on the weather forecast is looking pretty miserable.
Yeah. Although yesterday it did say it was going to rain all day, but it decided only in the morning and only a little bit towards the end of our ranking round.
Yeah, so we got lucky. We weren't shooting in much rain.
No.
The cadets were not so lucky. I heard some stories of someone shivering so much they could barely shoot,
Yep.
and our team manager having to give them their
A
hat.
hat.
Don't know what country they're from, but the score should be confirmed now that Russia has taken their second set to even points out again. I think they may have forgot to change their flipboards.
I definitely always remember to
Yep.
change my flipboard. Always.
So a slightly slow start for the Russian team in the first set, but definitely back into it now. Still, I think their first set was fairly solid.
Yeah.
A 4-point lead over Greece. On 16 and 17. Next between Slovakia and Great Britain. What we have is 5-4.
So that team's getting back now.
And there's a match between Germany and Ukraine. We have a 4-point lead for Germany.
See the Russians there getting into it. I hear a bit of the French
Is
there
it
as
the
well.
French? Are they shooting?
The French will be against.
I can't remember.
Going into this third set now. So Italy there opening with the 9, and Russia another solid strong X there. Another 9.
2-9 for Italy? What was that?
I think that's in the 9. It's on the
Yeah.
line. It's possibly a 1-point deficit for the Italians. 8 there might open the door slightly for them to get back into this set.
Oh.
And that's the door shut. A 10 there has put this set away for the Russian team. Got to get to 4-2 now. Practice error there in the 9.
And officially that means that Russia is now taking the fourth set. And they lead 4-2 over Italy.
So still strong shooting there from the Russians.
With 1 set to go. First, we have 5 points. Will be the winner.
Just that one stray there, which
Yeah.
really didn't help the Italians. When you're up against a team of the caliber of the Russians, you can't afford
Can't
that.
afford to have such like stray arrows like that. If that was me, I would probably swap that arrow out.
Yeah,
Just even if there's nothing wrong with it, if you can't see anything wrong with it, swap it out because mentally it'll probably help you.
Yeah, confidence in your equipment
Yeah.
is definitely important.
I really like her bobble hat.
You gonna get one?
I'm gonna find one and get it.
So another 37 from the Russians. That's still some very
It's
good.
really nice shooting.
Keeping above 9 average in this weather is pretty good.
Yeah.
So the Russians are not on 6-2, or on 4-2,
They're on 4-2.
but are on match point now. So if they win the next set or even tie it with the team set point system, they will win this match and proceed through to the semi-finals.
Yeah.
But there was something strange happening there because it is not possible. Because we have only 3 sets, so the maximum is 6 points and it's 2-4. So probably there is an administrative issue. On target 14, Greece is taking the third set.
I think they might be having a problem with the PDA.
Or they're adding up.
Or they're heading up. Maybe that might have been why it had gone to 6-2.
Maybe.
They had a problem. So at the target they have got the score sheet and also a little phone kind of thing, PDA, which so they can enter the scores into that and that'll be sent directly back
To the
to
live info system on iAnsio.
Big Up.
Big up iAnsio.
So, it's 1 to go.
Seems like the rain is definitely not holding off.
No, it's given it at all.
Hopefully it won't be like this tomorrow.
Hopefully. I wouldn't.
Although you've got to shoot in this later.
Yeah,
in the mixed
I've got to
team.
shoot in the mixed team later in this, and that'll be fun. You never know, it might die off, maybe. Hopefully.
Being optimistic.
Please. Please stop. Looking at the weather, it's not.
Oh no. Yeah, it's going to be raining for the rest of the day.
I think it's meant to. About 5 o'clock, probably when we're about to finish shooting,
Yeah.
it might start to die slightly.
But I really wanted to go out and get some ice cream tonight, but I do
Yeah.
not want to go out in the rain.
Yeah. It might stop briefly at 11 o'clock. So
I'm going to be asleep by then.
Yeah.
What about tomorrow? What's the weather like for tomorrow?
Let's take a look. No rain,
Oh,
just cloudy.
we're going into what might be the final set for this match.
So really the Italians here need some solid strong tens.
Yeah.
They need to kind of show what they can do, and that's what they need to do.
Oh, and then another 10.
Russia have responded.
There's a 9 for Italy there.
So all tied up, but a tie will not do for the Italians. They need to win this set outright.
The Italians need to do the same again.
A 9 there.
Really, 2 X's. That is pretty good shooting there.
So a 10 here will definitely help them and put this out of reach for the Russians. And that's a 10 there.
And it looks like a fletching just ripped
A
off.
fletching ripped off, but
And
they've
it's a
managed to
10.
get away with it. So a solid 39 there. Italy bringing it back
That's
there.
a great comeback for Italy.
Still strong shooting from the Russians with a 37, but the Italians definitely knew that they needed to turn things around, and they did.
Probably had a few words with their coaches and really help in these kind of situations, I have to say.
Yeah. So 4-4 now, so we will be seeing a shoot-off.
I said I wanted to see a shoot-off. I'm really happy now.
So that will be 2 arrows, 1 arrow from each archer. Highest score wins. If it's tied score, the closest arrow to the center will win. It's just they're confirming the scores now. Quite interesting how we managed to get a 10 with that fletch. Judge has confirmed that we do have a shoot-off. So the pressure's going to be mounting now.
Only if you let it.
Only if you let it.
They just got to do the same shots that we've just been doing. There's nothing different.
Yeah, but that's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. The gloves there from the Russian archer are definitely a good idea.
Yeah.
I have brought my gloves
Mittens.
today. Unfortunately, I've run out of hand warmers. So.
Well, I've got my electronic one, so I am set.
And on target 16 and 17, Great Britain is the winner against Slovakia. So that means we have 3 shootouts, 40 seconds, 2 arrows per team. First, we look at the score, and after that, we are looking for close to the center. Is the first arrow the same, then we are going to look for the second arrow.
So in other matches, there's going to be a shoot-off as well between the first seed team, France, and the 8th seed team, Greece. Great Britain have won against Slovakia 5-3. And another shoot-off as well between Ukraine and Germany. And then the shoot-off which we're going to be commentating on. So definitely pretty close between all the teams.
Can hear the France team.
So it's getting pretty intense now. So the judge just preparing the archers. Make sure they know what's going on, but I think they know what they're doing, especially at this level. Here we go. Solid 9 there.
Another 9 there for Italy.
All down to the last arrow here. The 10 would not go unmissed here.
Oh, bit of steering there,
And that
and it's
is-
a solid X.
There's not much room there to win this
No.
match. A dead center X is required.
No, and that's
No.
Russia's taken this match.
Russia take this shoot off with some very solid shooting there. Italy still a very good performance. But I think after that X there wasn't exactly much room to
No.
get inside of that. possibly fit another arrow.
Mm.
But I think that pretty much decided it.
Yep. Some really nice shooting there from both teams, I have to say.
Yeah. So Russia will be progressing into the semi-finals, which means they are going to be in one of the medal matches later on today. So Great Britain will also be progressing into the semi-finals, so they will be in a medal match today. And we'll just have to wait for the results on these other shoot-offs between France and Greece. That will be a bit of an upset there, the first seed team, if they do lose their shoot-off.
Yeah.
And we have a winner on target 20, and that's Nicola.
I think I might have just heard Ukraine.
I'm not sure.
Possibly Ukraine may have beat Germany, the third seed team. Yep, it is confirmed. France won their shoot-off with an 18 to a... No, that's the target, I think.
Yeah, that's the target.
I don't know, but they won it. Ukraine have won against the third seed team. So Ukraine will be going up against Russia in the next match. And France will be going up against Great Britain. So now we're going to be going to some compound match. Well, a compound match. So we're going to have the mixed team for the compound cadets. Going to learn how to shoot a compound bow.
We're recurve archers, so we probably need
This is how to
this.
shoot a compound bow. Archery is best practiced in a controlled environment, so visit your archery shop or range to get started. The first step to a compound archer's shot is stepping up to the shooting line, placing one foot on either side. An archer will then remove an arrow from his quiver and place it onto the rest. And clipping it to the string between the D-loop. A compound archer will then take his release aid and hook it onto the D-loop, setting his grip, preparing to draw. When an archer raises his bow, pointing towards the target, he will draw to the mechanical stop. An archer will then come into his anchor point, aligning his eye with the peep sight to his front sight and the target. The most important part of a compound archer's shot is keeping a solid position while pulling to activate his release and shoot the shot. And that is how to shoot a compound bow.
So a nice little tutorial there. So this is the semi-finals for the compound mixed team. So the winner of this match will go on to the gold medal match. Loser will still be into the bronze medal match.
It's nice to commentate for our own team as well.
Yep.
We try not to be biased.
We'll try our best. We'll have to see who is in the team.
I know Nathan Thomas.
I think it might be Grace.
I'm not sure.
Let's take a look.
I don't remember what they
Might
said.
be Chloe.
I don't know. Check on.
It will say
Yeah,
the top
we'll
rank, but I
see
think
it.
they're doing the second.
It is Grace Chappell and Nathan Thomas for GB, and for Slovenia, I can't pronounce the names. There's Tim I can't say it. This is really bad.
Tim Jevsnik and a Paj.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Really sorry.
We just butchered the names.
Yeah.
We think it's Grace, but they might.
They might have changed it. I'm not sure. I can't see on the live stream who is standing there. I see Nathan and the coach, Steph.
And when the field of play is ready, we will start the 25.
It must be lovely trying to put all these targets up in the rain.
Yeah.
Our people is busy, and what do we have to respect these people? Because what they are all doing is face-to-face each other. It's amazing.
So now I think they're just finishing setting up the field.
And as soon as the field of play is ready, we will immediately continue with the semifinals for the reserve cadet mixed team and the compound cadet mixed team. After that, we have a score break, and then we have the advantage for elimination round for the juniors. We start with the warm-up at around 11:45. And at around 12:15, we are going for the elimination for the reserve junior men. Then we have scheduled 10 runs, and after the lunch, we start with the junior mixed team. 2:15.
The compound coach Simon looks very wrapped up.
Yeah.
He's got gloves on as well.
So I think I just see them checking the arrows there, making sure that all the equipment is ready and not damaged, and no bent arrows, all that stuff, no broken knocks.
No.
Don't want your bow exploding.
That would be very nice if that didn't happen.
Yeah. If you have got a broken knock, you risk the arrow coming off the string and
Making a noise.
if you shoot without an arrow in the string, bad things happen. Yep. So I think they're just coming back now from resetting the field. A lot of soggy target faces there.
Yeah.
We will start with the semifinals. Which the winner will be on the television.
Oh, it's Holly.
Yeah, so I think they
yeah,
were
they
doing
changed it.
putting second seed for the woman into the mixed team. So don't know if they have warm up, but we'll see how they shoot.
They probably won't if they didn't for the recurves because of the weather.
Well, considering the Slovenians have been late to the line, they might need it. A 9 there for GB. She seems to be shooting really fast because she got up to the line late, Slovenian. An 8 for GB. From Nathan there. That 7 will not help them. So a 9-7 for Slovenia and a 9-8 for GB. 1 point lead for GB so far. Seven there. So as this is compound, we won't be working on the set system. We'll be using cumulative score. So just over the ends, total score, and at the end of it, the high score will win. So didn't see. So GB have shot a 33, and Slovenia shot a 35, even with having to come up to the line
Pretty late.
a bit late.
And 33-34 for Great.
So a 2-point deficit there for GB, but it's just the start of the match. Anything can happen,
Yeah.
especially in these conditions.
The winner will be the one with the highest score.
I've never commentated for a compound match before.
Don't think I have either.
No.
So this is a first for us. We'll try and do our best.
So since there are no videos on target 30, 25 and 26. And Great Britain is taking a 2-point lead over France in the recurve division. On target 16 and
So we'll see if we can see if there are any scores going to come through from the other matches going on the field at the moment. So Great Britain have taken the first set in the recurve cadet mixed team semi-finals against France. Russia have taken the first set against Ukraine. And we haven't got any scores for the other compound mixed team match.
Next time, that means you don't have to wait extra.
So I think all the archers, well, most of them are back now, so we should be getting ready to go into the second end. So I think in compound mixed team, 4 ends will be shot. Maximum score of 160, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our maths is
Bit slow.
a bit slow. So going into second end now. Slovenes are on the line on time this time.
Was that looks like an 8-7.
8-7, then a 9 for GB. Quick shot there. GB, Nathan shoots a 10 there. I think a 9 from Slovenia. So 10-9 to 9-8. So I think that ties things up. Another 9 there.
A 10 there for
Holly.
Holly.
So that's some strong shooting there.
He didn't look too happy with that one.
No, I think I heard 8. I think that's another 10. So Nathan solid shooting there, 2 10s. With a solid 39.
Some really nice shooting there.
So that's a 3-point advantage on this set. And Great Britain have gone from being behind to being 1 point ahead. So it shows how quickly things can change in this. Especially in these conditions. Because compound arches are fair weather shooters.
Yeah.
We'll also have to wait and see on the line call for that 8-7 liner there. I'm not sure what that was put into the system as.
I think it was an 8.
So might be a 2-point lead for Great Britain, depending on what the judge says on that. Nathan's looking at that.
It's always good if you doubt an arrow, always pick it up.
Yeah. I think they're calling a judge.
To be fair, from here it looks like an 8, but I'm not sure because the target face is a bit wet, so I can't tell if it's the arrow or the paper ripping.
Sometimes if in doubt, you just call it.
Yeah.
Especially in match play, like, you know, every point counts.
Yeah. I was a bit of a pain because on one of my ends I had 3 9 line cutters and I had to have some people disagreed, so they all had to call each 3 of my line cutters. Luckily all of them were in, so
That's all right
it's
then.
all good.
So, don't know what that has been called, but I'll have to wait and see.
With 16 and 17, you see that there is a tight score, which means that France was taking the second set against the Great Britain. I hope they reach.
So I think we'll take a look at the other scores. If we've got any. Russia are 4-0 up now against Ukraine. We haven't got any scores back from Great Britain and France, but I think I heard someone say it was 2-2. So I think France may have won the second set. Yeah, the Russian chant there. as we go into the third set of this match. A 1-point lead for Great Britain. Slovenian archer left to stand on.
Oh no.
Managed to remember to take it off just in time.
You never know. Something like that could be to do with nerves, or
Yeah.
you're too in the zone. You don't really know what.
But a solid 10 there. I think that was.
Yeah, but that was an even better.
Yeah,
X
I think that beats it. See what Nathan can do here. A 9. So both tied on 10-9. Still a 1-point lead for them to Great Britain. Another 10 there. That's really some solid shooting. Needs a strong arrow here from Holly. A 9. I think that evens things up at 100 each. Going down to the last arrow to decide who will take the lead in this match. Another 9. A 10 here will take the lead. And that's just out the 10. So now we're all tied up on 109 points each. I think it has been called as a 9-10 liner, that last arrow for Slovenia, but it looks pretty out.
It looks pretty out, yeah.
So some solid shooting from both of these teams here. I think they both started off a bit slow on the first end. They're all maybe a bit of nerves. Maybe they hadn't had enough because they didn't get warm up. I'm not sure if they were shooting on the practice field. You can see the scores there, starting with a 33, Great Britain, and a 35. Not the best, but then after that, Great Britain shot a 39 and 37. And Slovenia went up 36 and then up to a 38, which is some pretty good shooting.
We see in the results with teammates that Russia has a 6-point lead over Ukraine and is the winner. But Great Britain is taking again next, and it means that Great Britain has now a 4-2 lead over France.
So, see if we can get some scores up, see if anything else is updated. Great Britain have a 4-2 lead over France, and Russia have won their semi-final match 6-0 against Ukraine with some solid shooting, 37, 37, 39 against Ukraine's 36, 35, 33. So Russia will be in the gold medal match. If France want to get to the gold medal match, they are going to have to win it in a shoot-off now, with Great Britain in the Recurve Cadets on match point.
So, are we going in the television match?
Simon looking.
Rather happy.
I think that might be he's just doing that because he's cold,
Maybe, yeah.
which I think we are as well.
I'm fine. I've got my hand warmer.
I think the water has seeped through my shoes and got very cold. My feet are now a bit
Oh no.
freezing.
Well, you're right in the the little
I got-
other swimming pool
I
that
got
we've
a
got in
little,
here.
little puddle underneath here. So we're getting ready to go into the last end of this match. Tied up 109 each. It's all depending on this last set.
Is that? Can we hear the oggy oggy oggy?
I think so.
We love that.
So she didn't look happy with that owl, and that's a
And
7
that's
there.
7.
That opens the door really.
See whether Holly can keep up her strong shots.
It's a long hold. A very long hold. I think that's a miss.
What?
A 5. I think it might have just hit the 5. So, well, definitely not taking the opportunity there.
It did seem quite a long hold for Holly though, so
Yeah.
she just needs to forget about it, go on with the next shot, believe in it.
But those two 10s now may have put this out of reach for Great Britain. A 2-point drop from the Slovenians is required in this last arrow, which hasn't happened. So Slovenia will take this semi-final. 2 9s there from Nathan.
It's a nice recovery there for Holly though.
Back
so
into the 10. Unfortunately, that one arrow just let it slip.
but she knows she can shoot strong shots. It was just on that one, something obviously didn't go to plan. But forget about it, focus on the good shots. It's what everyone needs to always remember when that happens.
Yeah. So Slovenia will be going into the gold medal match, and Great Britain will be shooting later on today in the bronze.
I think that may have been the last exhibition match for the morning session of
So I
today.
think we're done.
Oh,
So we'll just wait for all the final score confirmation. Might see what's happened with the other matches if we get some scores through. Nothing come through
nothing
yet.
coming through for the recurve cadet mixed team.
Great Britain will be the opponent against Russia for the gold medal match. That means that France and Ukraine are going to fight for the bronze medal.
So I think I've just heard that Great Britain have won the semi-final match in the recurve cadet mixed team. So they'll be shooting against Russia in the gold medal match. France will be shooting against Ukraine in the bronze medal match.
Both seem, I actually can't wait to watch them.
Yeah, those should be pretty good matches.
Yeah.
There. So I think now we're pretty much all done.
Yeah.
We might go try warm up or something.
Go and find some food as well because I'm starting to get hungry.
I think I might shoot as well before.
Yeah.
Got to do some shooting. So thank you for joining us here today for the recurve and compound cadet mixed team matches. Hopefully you'll join us later for the junior matches. Well, not us. We'll have some other people commentating. Don't know who.
I don't know either.
And then after that, I think there'll be some medal matches. So some people from the Czech Republic will be coming in to commentate for the junior mixed team matches.
So, yeah, it's been fun.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
So